Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss any more of my videos. I have noticed that we have some new subscribers, so hello everybody. Nice to have you here. A update on my previous video will be coming up shortly, so make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for that. Today's video though is going to be a video that I have wanted to film for a long time. Today's video is going to be my newborn essentials video. So if you do not know, or if you are new here, I have a 3-month-old, or she will be 3 months old in like 3 days, but basically a 3-month-old. If you hear, her play mat is right here and she is playing away on it. So that is the music that you hear. She may be joining us. She may just hang out on there the whole video. It's kind of unpredictable at this point. She's laughing at her toys. So also coming up soon will be a 3-month update on that little one because there is a lot to update on. So, but for today's video is my newborn essentials. I'm going to give you my top 5 newborn essentials that got me through that newborn period. So, like I said, I have a 3-month-old, so she is no longer considered a newborn. She is considered an infant. Breaks my heart. So yeah, let's just jump right in. These things are for if you are on a budget. So like, if you're having a baby and you're like, oh my god, I have to get this baby things, like what are the things that I'm actually going to need? I'm gonna show you. So my top newborn essential, and any YouTuber on the planet, so anybody who is a parent, and also anybody who films a newborn essentials video will tell you that this is their #1 essential: zip up sleepers. So no, my daughter does not fit in these anymore. They were when she was just a little tiny bean, just home from the hospital. She wore these. They are zip up. They go all the way down to the foot, and they make middle of the night diaper changes amazing. My daughter does sleep through the night, not quite, she's up like once, but so she doesn't technically need to have a diaper change in the middle of the night anymore. And so I've been using button sleepers more as she gets older, but I'm not gonna get ahead of myself because I am gonna film a infant essentials video, which is actually a lot different than my newborn essentials. But my newborn essentials, this is my #1. So you'll want to get some zip up sleepers. You can literally get them anywhere. They're so cheap. But they look like this. And it's a plus if you can find ones with hand mittens. Babies scratch their face so much and their nails are like impossible to cut. So you'll want to either keep mittens on their hands. I remember me and Brennan used to just put socks on her hands and it worked. Or find the sleepers with the little mittens. They work great. So that's #1. My second newborn essential, and this one I recommend for every parent on this group that I'm a part of on Facebook. It's for like young moms that are due or were due in 2019. So anybody who had a baby in 2019 and anybody who is due in 2020, that group is for them. So we have a lot of new moms on there who are new to the game. And this is something I recommend. I recommend getting a couple different kinds of swaddles. So when I was pregnant, Brennan didn't really know anything about this, but I had sworn up and down I was going to use muslin blankets to swaddle her that look like this. They have this kind of material. Okay, these are great, but not for swaddling. Because my daughter was an escape artist from day 1. Literally day 1. Came out of the womb, swaddled her up in a muslin swaddle, and her arms broke out of it. So I was like, okay, great. And then she would wake herself up because newborns, their startle reflex is ridiculous. As they get a little bit older, their startle reflex starts to diminish. And actually, she doesn't even get swaddled anymore. So anyway, when you first bring your baby home, you'll want to get a couple different kinds of swaddles. If you want to try the blanket swaddles, be my guest. Your baby might not be like as determined to get out of them as my child was. But the things that worked best for my baby were these. They are called swaddles, and they are Velcro. So these little things over here come up. Oops. And then this goes over your baby. You put your baby in there like a little burrito with their legs in here. This comes up to their chest. These don't fit her anymore. But this comes up to their chest. Then you wrap one arm in like this. You wrap the other arm in like this. And they are nice and tight in there. I'm keeping these swaddles because for baby number 2, whenever that happens, I will be using them. They are amazing. I recommend these highly. The other kind of swaddle that I recommend is this one. This one. It's called the, that one's a Swaddle Me. This is the Love to Dream. So, babies have an automatic reflex, or like, I don't know what it's called, but they automatically want to sleep like this, with their hands up like this and their head to the side, and their knees fanned. So I don't know why, but that's just kind of how they love to sleep. And this swaddle gives them that. So you put their hands up here, and their elbows go in here, and their legs go down here, so that their legs fan out and their arms stay up like this. And this worked great for our daughter. So highly recommend getting a couple of different kinds of swaddles. We now use, this is the one we use now. It looks huge compared to the little ones. But this is a halo swaddle. So they also make these for newborns. So if you prefer the halo swaddles, that's up to you. The difference is they are literally like a tank top. So you put their arms through here, you zip them up in there, and then these straps go around just like the Swaddle Me, only we now keep her arms out, and we just put this around her chest to give her like a little bit of a snugness at night. And it works great for her. This is a size small, but they do make a newborn size, which is like either an extra small or it's literally newborn. So that's that. My third newborn essential, I think this is my third, is blankets, but not for blankets. I recommend these for spit up rags. So these are flannel blankets. They're you know, some people use them to swaddle their babies. My baby never would ever, she would stay in the muslin more than these. These were horrible for swaddling. So they never got used as swaddles, but they get used as spit up rags. They are so much more absorbent than like I don't know if I have one out right now. I guess I don't. I also have the actual spit up rags, but they don't do anything. Okay, my daughter projectile throws up. We're working on that. I will talk about it in her 3-month update. But these are great for spit up. They're great for like cleaning up their face or their neck or their, in my daughter's case, body when they spit up. And they hold so much more, and they just last longer. So I highly recommend like these, or some people get like the cloth diaper inserts for their spit up rags, which I'm sure that probably works great as well. So that was number 3? That was number 3. Number 4, and this is one I absolutely swear by, and I have 2 different kinds. So a newborn lounger. Oh my god, guys, you have to get yourself one or the other. There's also a third option, but I don't have that third option. I have 2 out of 3. So the first, I have a Snuggle Me Organic. I actually just got this recently in a giveaway. So shout out to YouTuber. Her name is Mia Jill. If you guys are interested, I'll link her down below. She's also a mommy YouTuber, and she is great. And I won her giveaway for a Snuggle Me Organic. So this is amazing. So basically, you put your baby in the middle, and when you put your baby in, the sides kind of cave in a little bit. Not like they don't cover them, but they just kind of snuggle them a little bit so that they feel like they're still being held. It's not recommended to have them sleep in this, but I've had her sleep in it. Sorry, not perfect. You know, it is what it is. She likes her nap times in here. I'm usually never more than like a foot away, so it is supervised sleep, but she does sleep in it. The other one that I have used since she was born is a boppy lounger. So literally, I probably have pictures of her in this when she was like first born. I have mentioned it several times in this video already. My daughter has severe reflux, so she used to scream when I put her on her back because it was horribly painful for her. So there were times that I would let her nap in her lounger. These are also not recommended for sleeping because of the incline. So they call that positional asphyxia. Did I get that right? I don't know. But basically, they don't want your baby to sleep anywhere other than on their back in a bassinet or like safely bed sharing because of positional asphyxia. Pretty sure that's how you say it. Basically, it's when their head hits their chin. So babies basically breathe through a straw. Like that's how small their little esophagus is. Esophagus? Air tube. I'm a medical school student, okay? And I cannot even tell you. My brain is just fried right now. But basically, it's like bending a straw and trying to breathe through it. That's how positional asphyxia, unfortunately, kills babies. So, they don't want you to let them sleep in this. However, these two loungers are... I don't ever notice her head hitting her chin in that boppy lounger, but I'm never going to promote unsafe sleep on this channel. That's just not what I'm going to do. Have I let my daughter sleep unsafely? Yeah, I have. I'm a human. It happens. She falls asleep in her swing after screaming for 3 hours. Guess what? She's staying in her swing. I'm going to sit right next to her, but she's staying in her swing. So, that's that. And my final newborn essential... getting out of that dark topic, is a wipe warmer. So a lot of people don't necessarily promote this as a newborn essential because some people don't really get a lot of use out of it. I got a ton of use out of it, and here's why. I live in New York. She was born in October. It is cold, okay? At night, when we would touch her butt with a cold wipe, she would wake right up, like wide awake. That is not what you want to happen in the middle of the night when you're doing a diaper change. You want them to stay drowsy, stay kind of under that lull of they're kind of still asleep, but they're kind of awake because they want their bottle. So I got a wipe warmer. When the wipe would touch her bum, she would stay drowsy because it wasn't so shocking. I would even touch the wipe to her leg first and then wipe her bum. But yeah, so I highly recommend the wipe warmer if you live in a cold climate. If you don't live in a cold state, I still recommend the wipe warmer because, you know what, babies don't like cold wipes. They're kind of shocking. So yeah, imagine wiping your butt with a freezing cold wipe in the middle of the night when you're so tired and you just want to eat and go back to sleep. I'll show you the one that I have. I can kind of put it up into the frame of the camera. I have this one right there. That's my wipe warmer. It is the, I will see if I can link it. I will have links to everything down below for you guys. But that wipe warmer is called the Munchkin wipe warmer. I find it keeps the wipes moist. Ooh, hate that word. But a lot of wipe warmers will dry out the wipes. So I think that's another reason why a lot of people don't like wipe warmers. But I find this one worked great and it didn't dry them out, in my opinion. So, that is my top 5 newborn essentials. I could definitely keep going. I have a ton of essentials that I find helped so much. But, for the sake of your time, and for the sake of my daughter is going to get really frustrated in a minute, I will stick with 5. I will also be coming out with a infant essentials video, so 1 month to 4 months probably. So I'll probably wait a couple more weeks and do one of those because I have a lot of infant essentials that are not newborn essentials. The Snuggle Me Organic I'm still using probably the most, so just kind of know that can travel with your kid. But for the most part, this other stuff and the burp cloths. but the other stuff is really good for when you first bring your baby home. So congratulations if you're having a baby. Congratulations if you just had a baby. And I will see you in my next video. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.